Sam, you will not believe what is in this high story. There's a car chase. There's McDonald's.
Yes.
There are many twists and turns. You will not see it coming. It's an insane high story.
The car chase and McDonald's in the same story is pretty sick.
I know, and you wouldn't expect it, right? This story is called Munchies at McDonald's Gone Wrong.
I'm Sam.
I'm Lucy.
And
this is That Time I Was High. So this is another stoner story from Reddit. We couldn't find the user who posted this, so if this is you, leave your name in the comments and claim your insane, amazing story. So the story goes like this. The person writes, this one time on Christmas Eve, I was chilling with my bros and smoking some good bud. I love how these are all like such bro language. My friend came along because her boyfriend had dropped her to go out with his mates and she wanted some company. Sure, come along, I said, inclusive.
Perhaps a British or an Australian.
Yeah, perhaps.
Mates.
She had never smoked in her life, but she came anyway to chill and watch TV with us. After an hour or so, she suddenly asks to try some. Now, I've known this girl for years, and she's never shown any interest in trying weed, but she's still feeling a bit down because her boyfriend was just like, take my girlfriend with you guys. She can see us all relaxed and happy, so why not? Okay, I say. I roll one up for her, show her how to smoke it, and off she goes puffing away like a pro. About an hour later, she's amazed at how hungry she feels. She's ravenous, craving McDonald's, so we all have an understanding laugh and explain the munchies to her.
Let me tell you about the munchies.
Do you remember the first time you had the munchies?
Yeah. I got a donut with goldfish and another donut.
Yum.
It's pretty good.
Still, that doesn't satisfy her crazy appetite. Just explaining the munchies to her is not gonna satisfy her appetite. Why would that work? She needs a Big Mac and she needs it now. Like, write the F now, LOL. Okay, I say, jump in the car. The drive-thru is just down the road and it's late on Christmas Eve, so the roads will be dead quiet. We'll be fine.
You might run into Santa Claus.
You might run into Santa stopping at McDonald's. So we roll up at McDonald's, order a ton of food, and drive around to pick it up. Well, at the next window is her old friend from school. Her friend hands over the food and they start having a chat because she's high AF and there's no other customers around. As we are chatting, we hear this car come screaming down the road, then bang! We turn to look in time to see the car crash into a roundabout right next to us.
Whoa.
This is really stressful if you're really stoned.
Yeah.
Also, you're driving in the car stoned.
Car accidents freak me out.
They're freaky. Before we can do anything, this guy staggers out of the car stunned and possibly drunk.
Yikes.
He looks around before legging it into the night. He ditches!
Oh, no.
Legging it into the night.
Legging it? I've never heard legging it.
I'm picturing him like limping, but I think they just mean like...
Booking it.
Yeah. I tell McDonald's girl... I met this really cute girl. I'm just gonna call her McDonald's girl. I tell McDonald's girl to call the cops and I drive around to the wreck, park up and stick my hazard lights on. Don't want anyone else crashing into it while it's jutting out into the road. That's sweet.
That's really sweet.
My little stoned buddy is sitting next to me with a McDonald's bag in each hand.
I wonder how big the buddy was.
I think it's the girl. His little stoned buddy.
Well, I just wonder how big she was.
Oh yeah. I feel like she's small. I'm picturing her being small.
Yeah.
My little stoned buddy is sitting next to me with a McDonald's bag in each hand. Eyes are wide open, bloodshot. She's paranoid AF.
Oh no.
Then the cops turn up, blue lights flashing.
Duh. Why wouldn't they fucking leave?
Well, the cops aren't gonna be like, we can tell you guys are really high.
Yeah, but why would you go if you're stoned and then you go to the car accident where the guy ran away?
Yeah, well, because they're stoned.
Yeah.
2 cops get out, an average sized cop and this really big cop.
This guy likes to size people.
To size people. Average cop goes to inspect the wreck as I see big freaking cop amble over to me in my rearview mirror. Amble. He's like rolling over.
Like,
I suddenly feel super high and more than a little paranoid.
Yeah.
Big cop comes to my window and we explain what we saw. Big cop asks if we would recognize the guy and we both say yes, probably. It is a British person because look how they spell recognize. Or Australian.
Yeah.
We both say probably, so they would recognize the guy who legged it into the night, but now they're probably like, we don't want a rat.
Yeah.
Big cop turns to average cop and suggests they go chase him in the cop car with my mate and I sitting in the back.
No way.
And then this person writes, F, period, that, period, shit.
Period.
Luckily, average cop tells big cop that they can't move cop car until wreck can be moved off road.
Cop.
Thank God, but big cop really wants to catch this guy. He asks if he can jump in the back of my car while we drive around looking. Freaking hell yes, jump in,
What?
let's go.
Are you kidding me?
Little stoned buddy jumps in. So we're picturing, this person's writing this like a screenplay. So like, he's about to be like, hell no, but then little stone buddy is like, jump in, let's go. And she's like, let's do a car chase.
He doesn't want to.
Wow, this
Oh,
girl.
no, this girl. Good for her.
Little Stone Buddy now thinks she's in some cheesy American cop movie.
Little Stone Buddy.
That, and she's also trying to be as helpful as possible in the hope that Big Cop doesn't get frustrated and bust us instead. So Big Cop squeezes his big fat cop ass in my tiny 3-door economy car. A 3-door car? So does it, in the back, is there only one door? I
Or
swear
maybe
he
it's
thinks,
just the trunk. Boom,
maybe.
boom, boom.
I look in my rearview mirror and all I can see is his big cop face staring straight at me. You ever felt paranoid and scared when you drive down a quiet road and suddenly see lights behind you? Ever realize that those lights belong to a cop following you? Well, I have. And it doesn't compare at all to the effer sitting 2 inches behind you, close enough to see the whites in his eyes.
I don't think this is legal.
What?
Asking a Samaritan to drive you around in their car.
No, I feel like this is absolutely not legal. Arrest big cop. Arrest big cop. For the next 20 minutes or so, we drive around the deserted town looking for the escaping criminal.
Why is the town deserted?
Because it's Christmas.
Yeah, but it
Because
should be
it's
the opposite
Christmas.
of deserted. It should be everyone
No,
should
but
be
everyone's
home.
inside.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but there's just no cars, I think he means.
Okay.
My friend is still clutching her 2 bags of McDonald's and barking instructions to me. Turn left, go that way. Wait, I think I saw him. Shit, back up. No, it's a cat. Turn right.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Oh, she's
they
gonna
should
give
just
him
let
away.
her off, just
Get her
have her
out.
walk home.
Yeah.
Eventually, we give up and go back to the wreck to drop off Big Cop. I get out of the car to let him out, and my legs have turned to jelly. I have to cling onto the door to stay upright. Big Cop thanks us, takes our details, and says they may get in touch if they can trace the guy. We may have to go to the court as witnesses.
That's lame.
As I drive off back to my mate's house, I realize that my headlights had been off the whole time. Well, if the cop, he would be like, I just helped a cop.
Yeah.
When we finally got back to my mate's house with the now cold McDonald's, everyone looked at us really concerned. Damn, guys, what happened? Where were you all this time? Dude, roll me a fat one and listen to this. I've got one hell of a story to tell you.
No way. Is that how it ends?
Little Stone Buddy never touched another illegal drug in her life. That was the last time I drove high.
Okay, so Little Stone Buddy started off with her boyfriend. She got dropped off at his friend's house.
Yes.
She got stoned for the first time, super stoned. Went to McDonald's, super stoned style. Mm-hmm. And then ended up hosting a cop in a
Yes.
cop police chase.
Right.
Which is so insane. And it feels like one of those stories where it's like the next day you're like, would that have happened if I wasn't stoned? You know?
Right. Like there's
Yeah.
a magical portal that opens when you're stoned, and sometimes it's really fun stuff, and sometimes it's cops.
Yeah.
So the
Wow.
moral of the story is don't eat McDonald's. There are high polyunsaturated fatty
Feed
acids
oils.
and the
There's
seed
feed
oils.
oils.
The moral of the story is don't drive high, don't talk to cops,
Don't be a
don't
narc.
eat McDonald's, don't be a narc, don't ditch your girlfriend on Christmas.
Yeah. And say no to cops.
Yeah.
Say yes to drugs and say no to cops.
But also don't drive on drugs. Like that's like the one, like just have fun and be safe. You know what I'm saying?
I think the moral of the story is don't have a boyfriend.
Right.
Because then you wouldn't have never gotten dropped off.
No, but then she has a cool story to tell.
But now she never wants to take an illegal drug again in her life. She's going to miss out on so many different layers.
No, but that doesn't mean she won't take legal drugs. So legalize all drugs and then she can take them.
Legalize drugs. Hashtag it.
Hashtag. We'll see you
Hashtag
next time
legalize
on That
drugs.
Time I Was High. Moral of the story is, good for you, Little Stone Buddy. You made it through. And at the end of the day, you still had cold food, but you had a hot story.
We love you, Little Stoned Buddy.
Drop your high stories in the comments and we will read all of them. And hopefully we'll be able to talk about yours on the show.
Peace. Wait, fun side fact. My friend's mom, who's like a herbalist therapist type of person, bought a Happy Meal in 2000 and put it in a little glass display thing and kept it in her office. And in 2018 was the first time I saw it. There was not an ounce of mold on it. It looked exactly the same. And my friend Caleb ate a French fry and he was fine.
Whoa. Scary.